everyone. So it's a little overcast today, but hi. I hope you had a good Christmas. Today, I'm going to. I got this new keyboard for Christmas, and I'm going to switch out some of the keys. I'm not big into like collecting like keyboards and stuff because I know it's gotten very popular over the last 2 years, I would say. The only reason why I got a keyboard is because for Christmas I got a monitor, because I'm getting a little tired of my laptop, especially since my battery for my laptop sucks now because I'm bad at remembering to unplug it. So if I use it for an hour, it's like down from like a full charge down to like 20%. So, and plus I want to try and do more stuff on the monitor because I want to try new things, and there's a game that I want to try and play that this laptop doesn't support. So that sucks. But here it is. I'm not really into ASMR. I hate ASMR. And I've seen some keyboard videos, and I don't know. I just like, I'm fine with ASMR if I'm doing it, which I technically like don't do it for that. It's just like normal day-to-day stuff. Like when the video creators were just doing this, it was gross, but when I'm doing it naturally, it's fine. So I'm a little weird that way. I have a little allergy going on, I think. But yeah, it's black with like cream ivory. But the keys that I like, this is the main reason why I got it, is because they're dark red. Now this is technically my second time switching out the keys because I got it about a week before Christmas, and I'm the one who ordered all my presents. My dad just said, "Here, spend this amount of money, go wild." So I did. So I just like messed around with some of the things I got. Like I got a couple of books. I didn't read them. I just like flipped through it, and like looked at the contents, and that's really it. But yeah, it wasn't gonna be a surprise. Christmas hasn't been a surprise for years now, so yeah. So I've done it before with this keyboard. Other than that, that was my first time. Yeah, and this is the brand name. I thought it would be nice just to chill out. And I was going to do this yesterday, but I decided not to. So this is the thing to get the keys out. And there's extra keys in here, and I'm not even sure like what it's supposed to mean because they're not on the keyboard. So I don't know. And good thing I decided to like play with it. I even plugged it in to my laptop, and this actually does have RGB on it, and I don't really care for that, even though it does look really cool, but I just think it's overkill and kind of stupid. It has kickstands, and it's 80%, I think. So yeah. Oh, anyways, So good thing I was playing with it because my C cap or my C key wasn't working. And I'm like, oh no, I don't want to send it back because, that'll take up more energy and time and stuff. So that's what it looks like so far with the space bar. And I love it. But I decided to go on Google or YouTube and look up on how to fix like a broken key or whatever, or a key that's not registering. And I came across this video of this guy, taking off the key and blowing on it. And I'm like, no, that can't be that simple. And I decided to try it, and it worked. Because my reasoning is, it has been probably in the warehouse for a little while, so maybe some dust got underneath, and seems to be true. So I blew on it, and it works. And after that, I tested it in Word, which was nice. Oh, hello. What else was I going to say? Just looking for the W. There we go. It was pretty cool. I mean, not pretty cool. It's just keyboard doing its thing. But I think it was funny because I also got a mouse because the monitor doesn't come with a keyboard or a mouse. And I hooked up my mouse. It's over where I sit. I hooked up the mouse to my phone, and it's so cool. I'm like, man, this is living in the future. So I think it's really cool that I could hook up my mouse to my phone, and I think it worked, but I did it. I hooked up this keyboard up to my phone, and I was typing. Yeah, it worked. I was typing in my notes app, so it was pretty cool. Yeah, this is what it looks like so far. And I'll also plug it into my laptop so you can see the RGB. Yeah, what that is supposed to be. Shift. Please. Yeah. Okay. I'm thinking of either, when this is done, of either getting off and starting a new live, because I also got a pack of field notes, and I would like to set one up for the new year. So I'm thinking of either setting up on this same live or different one. I'm not sure. Have a good day. Okay, so there's these 3 keys left. And like I said, I don't know what these are for because there's nothing that's matching them. So I have no clue. Like maybe customize the key function. That's the only thing I can think of. But this is the final result. And here, I'm going to plug it in. Here, I need to unwind it a little bit. Okay, there. See? There it is. Oh my God. Messing up here. So there's that, and there's also this light right here too, on the bottom. I think it is cool, but it's really not necessary. And I don't even know what these are supposed to be, so I don't know. And I'm typing in the chat, so you can kind of hear, hopefully. Oh, that was okay. Who are you? Okay, let's see here. I think. Yeah. So yeah, I was expecting it to go longer. 12 minutes and 33 seconds. I was on there, okay. I think everything's on, right? Let's see here. Okay, I think that is. Yeah, when I was looking this up, I did find some other gorgeous looking keyboards, and it would be cool to have them, but I feel that was just me being artistic. With one of the new pens I got. Anyways, I feel like it would not be a smart thing to get into collecting keyboards because you only need one. Kind of what's the word? Redundant. To have multiple. And like even having two is kind of stupid in my eyes. Like maybe it's fine if one so happens to like get wet and or whatever. Okay. But I think it's still a little not very smart. And I don't know what to do with these keys. And also, it's a waste of material too to have these customizable keyboards. I think it's stupid. It should just come like this. And plus, you're probably, most likely, paying for the extra keys as well. So it's more expensive than it needs to be. Okay, that's it laying down. That's it. Oops, the bag fell. Okay, so let's collect them all. 1, 2. 16 pieces. 16 extra keys. 16 extra pieces of plastic. 2 handfuls. Really not needed. I don't like it. But I do like the finished result though. The monitor I'm getting, like I didn't get, or 2 items I ordered weren't delivered before Christmas. I got Posca paint pens, like 16 pack, I think. That should be here before the 9th, I think. And my monitor is supposed to get here between the 28th and the 9th. Which like sucks. It's going to be set up behind this laptop. I wish the monitor did have a camera in it, but it doesn't. I have an old, not used, what is it? Camera? Not camcorder. God, why am I blanking on it? A camera that you just put on to your computer. But that's like 6 years old. But we'll see about the quality. I can probably live with it until I like save enough money to get something better. So, and it was pretty, it was on sale for between like $70 and $87 around there. So that's a great price in my eyes because it was over $110. I think in the 120s. I don't remember, but and I like to do my research on whenever I'm getting, for most part, anyways. Like, I don't really need to research these because I already know. And surprisingly enough, there weren't a lot of videos on the monitor, which I thought was kind of odd because all these tech YouTubers and stuff, but I guess it wasn't fancy enough to be reviewed by them. So I found they weren't even reviews, like maybe 1 or 2 review videos. But most of it was like unboxings and like looking at the monitor. So that kind of sucks. Because it would have been nice to have some reviews on it, especially by a bigger YouTuber, or at least someone who knows a lot about computers and monitors and stuff. So that sucked. But I hope it works for me. It's not a huge one, and I think it's like 21 inches. Because I'm not into the new trend of bigger monitors. I think it's stupid and will strain your eyes more. Okay, let's see here. I think I'm just gonna do the planning now. Ooh, excuse me. So I think this is the E series of the National Parks collection. Field notes. And which is pretty cool is, okay, this is the Olympic National Park. And, okay, Cuyahoga National Park. And this one's interesting. It seems to have some sort of like sheen to it. So it's a little bit sparkly. So I wonder why it's different than the others. Because I think it's Series E. So my very first field notes that I ever got was of the same series. Or technically not the same series, because it's Series A through F, I think. In the Denali National Park. And I would like to collect all of them. I wanted to get the one that has a Grand Canyon, since I live in the Grand Canyon state. But it was out, so that sucks. Okay. There we go. And I tend to go in the order that they were packaged in. Okay. Oh, and by the way, I'm using Copic Multiliner 0.05 in Sepia. I got the 4-piece or the 4-pack. I'm missing 2. They're around here. But I have this one and the largest one, which is I think 5 point. I would like to find a Sharpie that's the same size as this. part of me doesn't want to do the weekends because I don't technically need them. Because this is mostly for appointments. And appointments are weekday stuff. So this is basically how I'm setting it up right now. Darn, you can't see. Oh, God. There you go. So far. I'm deciding if I should um, count the days down here, so I can write down, so that if any spontaneous appointments pop up, I can have them in order of the day instead of having the 8th, the 12th, the 4th, the 23rd, and then the 14th. So that cannot happen. Excuse me. Okay, so that's done. Now I'm going to number them downwards. So I finally started to rewatch Kid Cosmic for the first time. I really enjoyed the series, and I've been thinking about it lately. So I thought, why not give it a rewatch? Of course, it's still fantastic. It's on Netflix, by the way. It's an animated series with, I think, 2 or 3 seasons. This is about a kid in the desert um, with who lives in a small town, and he is obsessed with superhero comics and superheroes in general. And one day he comes across a UFO that crash landed in his town, and there are 7 stones that have power. And since he's into superheroes, he wants to create a superhero team. So they're kind of a ragtag team of people around the town, and he turns the stones into rings with some sort of nut. Forget what kind of nut it was. Lug nut? I don't know, but some sort of metal nut that you screw on. Just screws. And I respect the creator of the show too, because people were asking, like the audience and Netflix was asking for more seasons because it's popular and stuff. But he said no because he knew the stories that he wanted to tell with the show, and he did it. So he said no to any further seasons. So I respect him for that, even though I do wish that there were more seasons. But seasons tend to get worse over time. So why push him when he already has told the story that he wanted to tell? And it's a good art style too. It's a little old, little comic book type of style, and I think they did a fantastic job on the casting of the voice cast. The last one. Done. Okay. So I would say there's about 36 pages left in this notebook. Because I used 12. I made some mistakes, or not some, like a handful. But it should work out. Okay, let's see here. I want to try and divide them. Ow. Let's see here. I'm gonna color in one of these boxes just to have some sort of divider. Okay, I think that works. Yeah. You just color it in one of the squares. Because then the rest are going to be notes. I hope this layout works. Because I kind of went in uh, impulsively on this. Because I fill these books up in like about 3 months. So probably just should have divided them up in 3 months or 4. But we shall see. Because this can fit too, with how I have it set up. Because if I didn't have all this stuff in it, it might fit all 3. But I'm not really sure if I ever want to have 3 of them. Yeah, no, it's not working. I can't fit 3, even without the stuff. But I know for sure it fits 2. And actually, the original plan is to hold 2, one for planner and notes, and the other one was supposed to be a small like grimoire to carry around 24/7. But I decided not to. So see, there's 2 of them. I want to find a spot to place these, my used and new ones. So I think that'll be it for today. Yeah, I really messed up on September. I wrote 21 twice, so I had to redo it. At least I caught it before I was planning anything. It would be kind of nice to make one into an actual planner, like a weekly, daily planner, or monthly planner. But I don't know. I think there might not be enough pages for me to do that for how I think I'm going to set it up. But yeah, I'm going to try and figure that out. So there's these three. So I'm going to get off now. Because that's all I really was planning on doing today. Is to add the red keys to my new keyboard. And to set up my 2025 calendar. And again, this is not me coming back to YouTube quite yet. But I'm going to make a video on this in the future. And my everyday carry, my UBC. Oh man, I usually have a pocket here. I hope everyone had a good Christmas. Yule, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, any other holidays that are happening around this time of year. Yeah, and this is one of the other ones, the gifts I got too, is the Pilot Parallel Pen. It's good, but it's still new to me, so I had to learn it. But it came with one black ink cartridge and a red ink cartridge. I finished the black one yesterday because I like to mess around with my new art supplies, and that's the marks. That's the pen I use for this. But it came with a 6-pack of black and a 12-pack of colors. That's pretty cool. I'm glad that it came with these, especially this, because like I said, I just I finished the entire black cartridge. I like how that looks when it's upside down for the black. Yeah, I like it. So far, it's okay. It's a 6mm nib, but so it's fairly thick. But you can switch it to like 45 degrees and other degrees to get it thinner. And you can also write on the side of the nib too for a smaller. I think it's like 1mm nib on the side. And it's technically it's for calligraphy, but a lot of illustrators and artists use it to illustrate. So I thought that was cool, and I also got Benabel Wen's Holistic Tarot. Art and Fear is another book. Because I think that's what's holding me back is fear, especially the fear of my potential. That just feels like the right answer. The keyboard. the monitor and the Posca pens and something else, I think. So yeah, that's all I got for Christmas. Have a good day and see you next time. I should be coming back on the live here shortly, within the next like maybe 2 weeks, because I have a package coming that I like to do like flip through or whatever. Because I ordered from Credo something something. I think it's like I don't think it's French. It's some other language. They're the company that created the Terra Volatile tarot deck. I ordered the collector's edition, but sadly the printers are being sneaky, and they sent like some test like products, and they were fine. They were up to Credo's standards, but they shipped the boxes to them, and Credo likes to do like quality checks and stuff like that just in case. Good thing they did, because the company, the printers, sent the better copies, and the copies that they received were dark versions, so not the colors that they wanted. And you could get a refund if you wanted, or store credit, or you can continue with your order. But it's going to be the dark edition, and I canceled it. I canceled half of my order because I got the collector's edition and the pocket guidebook. I wanted the big, thick, hardcover guidebook, but it would have been like too much for me at the time. So that's a future order to get that big guidebook. But I'm getting the pocket one, and so I canceled the deck, because if you look at the Terra Volatile, it's already, to me, it's fairly dark already. So that's why I canceled it, because it looks dark already. Because I want to see what's on the cards. So I canceled the deck. So they said that I did partial refund for store credit. So whenever they get new shipment in, that is the regular deck for the collector's edition, I'm going to get that. And if I have money at the time, I want the expansion deck as well, which I kind of wish would come with the collector's deck, but sadly not. But it's a bummer, because businesses doing shady shit. And also I'm in Aries, and I don't want to wait any longer. I've waited this long to get Terra Volatile, and then crappy business practices make it extended longer to wait. And I don't even know when they'll get the new shipment in. So it's just really annoying. Because this year was the first year that I actually helped back 2 Kickstarters, which was the Cyrena tarot from Mr. Freiborg, which I did do a live when I got it last week, the week before. So within December, I got it. And the other deck was the Cave of Sybil by Tara May, the creator of the Ritual Tarot. And so those were the first 2 Kickstarter decks I've ever backed. And then the Credo company for Terra Volatile was the other company or indie deck that I backed or pre-ordered. So this year was the first for me for backing pre-orders for decks and backing other indie creators. But again, My YouTuber friend Mika from Leap Taken, she, in one of her recent lives, I mentioned about pre-ordering from Kickstarter or pre-ordering decks and backing Kickstarter decks. She said she does not mess with that because she's too impatient because she's also an Aries. And I'm like, yeah, now I get it. Because I want it now. I want the decks now. And that's also another um, um, negative about Amazon is that you can get your stuff within a day, a couple of days. So it's great for us Aries and impatient people. Because because the two Kickstarters, no, all three of them were backed in June, July, August, September, October, November, December, 6 months, so half a year. And like I said, Cyrena came in within the last week and a half, and then you had to deal with all the with the EU and other countries or whatever having a postal strike and stuff. So Terra May and other indie creators are sending off their decks to the EU first, and then doing America and other countries after that. So that extended the wait time. Um, like I understand. I would prefer them to get it, because they're changing the prices because now some small businesses aren't even shipping to the EU anymore because they're raising the shipping price, which is annoying. And so I would, yes, it's a better, smarter decision to send the EU and I think Canada decks first to beat the rising cost or whatever, and then we have the Amazon strike happening. So yes, it's smarter to get them first and then the rest of the world. But oh my god, I'm an Aries. I want my shit now. So it's hard. Because it's been 6 months. So now with the EU stuff, because Terme, I believe, sent all of the EU decks out. So she's been doing the other countries. So I'm expecting an email within the next week, maybe, saying that it's shipped, so I can get my tracking number from her, and also she had some shipping issues too, and of course it happened during Mercury retrograde, of course. And I think Commissioner Freiburg had some issues too. I'm not sure, but Terra May had some shipping issues. Oh, and Credo also has a palette of their decks missing somehow. And that also happened during Mercury retrograde. Then the Credo deck, the Terra Volatile, I don't know when that's going to come out with the original version. Because like I said, they only have the Dark Edition now. Because they're a small business, it's going to take some time to ship everything out and get back to you and stuff. Because it took them about a week or so, just to send me the email of my cancellation or something, either my cancellation or my tracking information. So, and I've looked at it before. I've looked it up at least twice a day. but I haven't done that in like 2 days. But it still says it's in the same fucking spot that I was on the 19th. So it's annoying. So I'm going to do a live like unboxing and not necessarily a whole flip through because that's I think like at least 300 pages worth. But I really wish that the printing company, didn't fuck around and send the better versions. Because right then and there, I would possibly have to change printers because I can't fucking trust you anymore. But then I could also, do what they did. I could open up their stuff just in case and come to find out that, yeah, I should be looking at all the, well, not all, but like opening up some of the packages and seeing the quality of them. So it's just really fucking annoying. So I'm just wondering how long it'll take for them to get, because I'm not even sure if they're going to have 2 offers on their website. Because right now they just have the dark edition. It would be nice if they could have the like original collector's edition. Because that deck is expensive, and it's a collector's edition with like 4 unused cards and like expansion pack and the original deck. So it costs more, but what can you do? It's not a major printing company like Llewellyn. I want to support indie creators, but stuff like that just really annoys me for my impatience. So that's it with that rant. I'll see you next time. Again, the next time will be when I get my package from Credo. Actually, I'm going to look it up. And it's from Portugal. I don't even know what language they speak. Yeah, I don't have any new updates. Yeah, the last update was last Thursday, so a week. Okay? Yeah, last Thursday. So it's been a week. Departure from Outward Office of Exchange. I don't even know what that's supposed to mean. But yeah, I'll get it soon. Have a good day, and I hope you had a good holiday, and Happy New Year. See you next time.